Hi there, I'm Bob and I'm doing the Old Testament reading for today. So we're still in Isaiah. We're almost there at the end. We've got today and tomorrow left in Isaiah. So we just want to glean as much as we can from what we're reading today. And so we're reading from Isaiah 63 through to the first bit of Isaiah 65 today. And in this sort of chunk, there's this change of voice that you can kind of hear at the first part of Isaiah 63. So the first kind of 6 verses go through, and it's a similar voice to the one that we've been hearing in the previous chapters. And then suddenly, in verse 7, the voice changes. And it's like, instead of God speaking through Isaiah to the people, now Isaiah is speaking to God on behalf of the people. There's this voice change. And you can see it in verse 7. It says, I will tell of the kindness of the Lord, the deeds for which he is to be praised. It's like, oh, okay, there's this... Now someone else is speaking. There's a kind of language change in what's going on. And then Isaiah starts to unpack, the depth of which the people have gone wrong, things that have happened, times of old. And there's this constant referral back to God as Father in the midst of it all. It's like, oh, we've gone so wrong, and this has happened, but you're our Father, you're our Father. And there's a real theme of kind of the children of Israel depending on God, their Father, and being identified, basically, and totally uniquely identified by having God as their Father. But the bit I really want to focus on today is the end bit that we read in chapter 65. So from verse 13, there starts to be, again, this sort of prophetic picture painted from God. So you go back into God speaking through Isaiah, and there's this prophetic picture of Jesus being sort of unpacked. It says, my servants will eat, but you will go hungry. It's like the people, my servants, are going to eat, but someone is going to go hungry. And my servants will drink, but you will go thirsty. So everyone's going to get their thirst quenched, but you will go thirsty. My servants will rejoice, but you will be put to shame. And there's this suddenly this kind of this, I guess, unveiling of, oh my goodness, someone is going to suffer something here in order that the people might benefit from it. And so Isaiah's he's again speaking about Jesus, this theme that's through this book, this kind of the servant, the redeemer, this thing this person who's going to redeem Israel. And again, it's amazing what he says here in verse 14. My servants will sing out of their hearts, but you will cry out from anguish of heart and wail in brokenness of spirit. It's just like this picture painted of what's going to happen on the cross is Jesus is going to call out, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's like this wailing, he's going to be put to shame, where the people are going to rejoice because of that in the end. And then you will leave your name to my chosen ones as a curse. The sovereign Lord will put you to death, but to his servants he will give another name. And it's like out of death here of one person, God's servants, God's people, God's family are going to benefit. And there's this amazing picture, again, of all that Jesus takes on himself on the cross for us and for us as his people.